Welcome, option 3. Thanks for tuning in. So, let's get started. I'm going to try to stay succinct and on point with you guys, not go off on tangents like I did in the previous reading. It gets a little bit hard. We got a bunch of different ideas and impressions coming to you really fast, so I'm just going to try to stay focused, and hopefully my spirit team will allow that to happen. So, what shall we start with here? Messages from your person. So option 3, think about the person you came to this reading for. What do they want to say to you? Angel, spirits, and guides, for those who have chosen option 3, what does their person want to say to them, please? What does option 3's person want to say to them? Oh, okay. Option 3's person is chatty. Excuse me. I've been trying to bury my feelings for you. Somebody that has feelings for you but evidently doesn't want to have them is trying to bury them. Okay. I didn't deserve the way you didn't deserve the way I treated you, and I regret it. What else does option 3's person want to say to them? I know you are my soulmate. Wow. What else does option 3's person want to say to them, please? I'm not going to lie, there seems to be a thread of commonality between readings 1, 2, and 3. My last upload, they seemed more like they were distinct individual stories, but now I am seeing a commonality between the readings, so if it continues, I'll let you know. Maybe you can watch some of the other readings as well. What else does option 3's person want to say to them, please? Lots of green cards. What's up with that? Heart chakra energy. This person is opening up through the cards right now. Opening up their heart chakra, perhaps because they're not able to do that in the 3D. I'm mad at myself for how I behaved. Yes, this one I believe did come out in option 2. As well as soulmate. What else does option 3's person want to tell them, please? All of the cards for option 3 are green today. I know it's hard, but be patient with me. Well, yeah, obviously it is hard. If you love this person, know they're your soulmate, but you're holding back your feelings and mistreating them or behaving poorly, yeah, that's hard. So, wow. This person, I believe, is coming back to you. If you're in separation, they're coming back. If you guys just had a fight, they're coming back. Let's look at what the rest of the cards say. So I got 3 tarot cards here, as well as 3 additional tarot cards that I'm going to read to those of you who follow me over to Vimeo. Let me turn this down real quick. I'm going to spread them. So what do we got here? We got the 2 of Wands in reverse, and the High Priestess in the upright, and the 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's get some of these other cards here. Perfect Timing from Angel Answers. Judgment, number 46, which breaks down to 1 from the Ask Your Guides. Kendrick Lamar from the Music Oracles. Representing your person, we have the Child Orphan in reverse. From the Tea Leaf Oracle, we have Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Leg. Stepping into a new experience. Gong. An exciting event. The Rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. Got Contemplation. Destruction. And barrier, somebody's contemplating the destruction of a barrier to this connection. Likely it's your person. Those are from the Mystic Moon Oracles. And then from the Love Oracles, we have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. And photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. And engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Beautiful. Okay, so if you're not in touch with this person, a higher level of commitment would then be getting back in touch. If you guys are broken up, it would be reconciling. If you guys are seeing each other, it would be becoming exclusive. Engaged, it would be getting married. Being exclusive, what would mean engagement. So, whatever the next level is for you, remember that this is general reading for a lot of different people. So take what resonates. But what your person seems to be saying with the Two of Wands in reverse is, your person is feeling down right now. They could be experiencing some sort of heartbreak themselves. The heartbreak could be related to, missing you. They're longing for you with the photograph card, right? Looking at your photos, missing you, wanting to make new memories, feeling nostalgic towards you. So that would be indicated by that Two of Wands in reverse. So I get that your person wanted to say to you, that they feel down right now. They feel depressed. Maybe they feel unacknowledged by you. Some of you are ignoring this person, or they just feel ignored by you. And they can't reveal all the details right now. So even though they're holding back their love for you, or their feelings, I'm trying to bury my feelings, or trying to bury their feelings for you, it might not be their fault, or their intention, or their desire to do that. It's like, with that Two of Wands in reverse, it could be saying that there's just something they can't reveal the details of right now. Something is in the process of happening here for this person. So who is this person that we're dealing with? They're the child orphan in reverse. That's shadow energy. Feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So this person, it has never really felt at home with anybody or part of a family, and it could have been that they were orphaned or abandoned by one or both parents. I'm getting somebody was raised by grandparents. Could be as a result of that they tried to make up for that by attaching themselves to inappropriate surrogate families, whether that be friends or partners, something along those lines. Okay, and this is because of a desire for them to feel part of a family, wanted and accepted in the way that they didn't get when they were a child, okay? I apologize for the noise in the background. So that's the Two of Wands energy. This person is down. They're not feeling the love right now for whatever reason here. And so there's been delays or difficulties in your connection up until now, I'm getting. But there could be a surprise that's coming here. Your person could be wanting to surprise you. They definitely, we've got the Gong card talking about an exciting event. They could be planning an event or running into at an event. That could be part of what they're planning, or a surprise that they have for you. Also, it could be coming in the form of some change that they need to make, right? Some difficulty that they need to overcome. Could have been a surprise destruction of some kind. Often when things aren't going our way in life, if we experience an ending or destruction to some other relationship, work situation, family, friends, whatever the case may be, that gets us contemplating about what's really important in our lives. And I feel like this person is realizing the importance of their feelings for you. They've come to some sort of a judgment about it, with the Judgment card. And this judgment has sort of helped them to see, the role that they have played in any destruction or barriers in this connection with you. And so they're wanting to share their feelings with you. They're wanting to make something up to you. But it has to happen in perfect timing, okay? Excuse me. I'm getting that, maybe somebody disappointed them. Certainly, it looks like this person has disappointed you, because they say that they're mad at themselves for how they behaved. They want you to be patient with them. So I feel like they've disappointed themselves, really. but it could have been that somebody they relied upon has disappointed them. And again, this is having them look at their own self and judging their own self and looking at all the ways, that they have hurt others in the past. And it's really made them decide that they want to make a change. They want to have a new experience, right? After some sort of an ending or destruction, they're really thinking about ways that they can do that. Trying to use their intuition to make beneficial changes, right? With the unicorn card, using their intuition to make beneficial changes. So what it is that this person wants to be upfront. They want to be honest with you, okay? And if the relationship's been rocky, which I'm seeing for most of you, it most certainly has been, they know that they need to make adjustments and own their part in that. Especially if they've been too detached from you in the past, but I'm getting like they're feeling like they're kind of being unacknowledged at present by you. And it could have been they pushed you away and then like you fell back, and now they're feeling sorry that they pushed you away because now they're not getting your attention and they don't like that. So whatever the case is, there's been rockiness in this connection. Adjustments are needed, and your person's tuning into their intuition to decide how to do that, how to make adjustments to this connection. I feel like what else they would say to you with this High Priestess card is that they do feel an unexplainable bond to you, okay? That this is a spiritual connection. They could dream about you, but certainly I'm getting they feel you on a deeper kind of level. Could even find you very mysterious. And if they find you mysterious, they find that very sexy. They find it very intriguing. It makes them wonder about you. It makes them curious about you. So they could be wanting to tell you, that they find you mysterious, they find you sexy, and they find you intriguing. So at present, I get that, you might be wearing a poker face at present too. You guys could be out of communication, not communicating right now. And if that's the case, that's contributing to this air of mystery that you have about yourself that they're finding intriguing. Some of you are really healing your heart from a heartbreak in this connection. Freedom from a toxic relationship if it was toxic, or some sort of addiction. Could have been a codependent relationship with that Two of Wands in reverse, and you're healing from that. You're doing it beautifully. Regardless of gender, you're coming into your feminine power, getting more in touch with those feminine traits like intuition, creativity, sensitivity, okay? Using your imagination. You have fertile ideas, fertile imagination. Perhaps that's when you're using your imagination, fantasizing or thinking about this person, that they can actually feel that through your bond, and that's when they start missing you and feeling nostalgic about you as well. There's definitely connection here. And you feel each other on an intuitive level. So, and you've really gone within as a result of this heartbreak to work on some of your shadow aspects as well, which is likely the reason why, this happened in the first place. You guys are soulmates. Soulmates come into each other's lives to teach each other things, at the very least. And sometimes that's all that they come into your life for, and sometimes they come in to stay. But at the present moment, we see that there have been lessons that you've needed to learn, and that's part of what this person has triggered in you, sort of to look at your shadow side, to sort of fix or heal your inner life and bring it into harmony with your outer life so that you're living your life more authentically. I feel like you've learned, and perhaps your person is too as well through this connection, what your hidden talents are, what your hidden motivations are. You're looking deeper into yourselves so that you can reconcile your inner self with your outer self and be that person in the world. Could also talk about something hidden about to come forth. I'm also getting that your person may not want to be vulnerable with you because they're afraid, that if they tell you something, if they're open to emotionally or tell you how they really feel, that you could use that against them, right? Could be feeling that. Maybe they're letting you think that the connection is basically just about sex with the rabbit card. Talking about too much concern with sexual matters. Could have been up until now that this person has led you to believe that was what their interest in you was, primarily about sex, but it's more than that. I can see that, and they know that as well. I feel like they're judging themselves if they did make you feel that way. I think you both know that's not true, that there's a lot more depth to the connection than that. They do desire you sexually, however, there's no doubt about that. I think, some of you are perceived by your person to be very spiritual. Um, Perhaps, witches or witchy in some way. Definitely seems like you have some sort of higher knowledge. But I feel like, your feelings for one another and are very romantic, and your person would tell you, that they have very romantic feelings for you. They feel like your relationships are very romantic one, perhaps not one that's well grounded in reality, especially at present, since they haven't treated you right, and there's need for patience here, and there's been some sort of a heartbreak that needs healing or is in the process of being healed. But we do see with the engagement card and the destruction of barriers that there are changes occurring within the connection, and then something is coming into a new experience. Some new experience is about to happen here in this connection. So if things have been rough or rocky between you, it's good to see these cards of destruction and new experience talking about, a major change in that area, change for the better more than likely. When the Ten of Cups here, I feel like, your person, perhaps you or your person was being naive. They could tell you, that maybe they were being too naive before. They had unrealistic expectations for a connection or relationship or for you. Now they're starting to see things more realistically. I'm definitely getting this feeling of disappointment from your person. Disappointment primarily in themselves, but just in general about the way things have gone between the two of you. It's like this person thought that they were going to get their happily ever after, but now it seems like they won't, and that's very disappointing for them. It's like because they know that you're their soulmate, but then things went really rocky between the two of you, regardless of whose fault that was, whether it's yours, theirs, or both, probably both to some extent. Although your person's very apologetic, it would indicate that they feel like it's more their fault. It didn't turn out the way they hoped, and so they do feel a lot of disappointment away about the way things have turned out between the two of you. Again, maybe the intensity of the connection caught them off guard or made them feel insecure or unsure, and so they just sort of made the connection more about sex than anything else and stuff, and sort of a denial of what it really was, because for whatever reason they weren't ready or available for the depth of the connection as it was. So they try to make it more about sex and less about their feelings, and so that's why they buried their feelings and everything. But they know that you didn't deserve that, and they regret treating you that way if that's how they treated you. Getting your person, whatever their home life is like, whoever they're with, if they're with someone else or they're still with you, or whatever the situation at home is for them, it's disappointing, it's not harmonious, there's changes that are desperately needed there. Again, this is about things not working out the way that they had hoped. Could have been raised in a materialistic family, so they put too much emphasis on superficial things like stuff, and not enough emphasis on love. We saw that, your person is the child orphan in reverse, so this is somebody who basically had emotionally arrested development, right? This abandonment that they experienced at a young age stifled their maturation. It prevented them from truly maturing emotionally in the way that they could have. And so they were seeking sort of acceptance in ways that haven't been healthy for them. And it could have been through materialism or things like that. So as a result, maybe this person had really unrealistic expectations for what they thought a happy home life, happily ever after should be, and now they're waking up from that. They realized they were naive for thinking that way, that they were immature for thinking that way. Maybe they thought that the values you had that were in conflict with the values that they had for a relationship or marriage or home life or whatever you guys might have been talking about with regards to your relationship. Wherever you guys were at with your values, there could have been some sort of a conflict between yours and theirs regarding home and relationship, and they realize now that the conflict was really more on their end and to do with their naivety and immaturity about what they expected from a relationship and from love. Could have been, you didn't get along with their family members or kids from a previous relationship or vice versa, or there was fear around that from this person that you wouldn't. Again, I feel like those were based in sort of immature notions, immature ideas. that resulted from just being misguided and not properly raised, basically, and they're waking up to that. Then another message from your person is you can be broke without being broken. Yeah, so that does go along with what I was saying about with that 10 of Cups in reverse, that maybe too much emphasis was put on stuff and not on love. And now they're saying, yeah, I finally figured it out, that you don't have to have money to be a good person or worthwhile or have value. Being broke and being broken are two different things. They're not synonymous. And their attitude is become the cure, not the symptom. So they're wanting to fix what's wrong in the connection. And their lifestyle is don't demand respect, command it, which is indicative of their growing up. So they've really contemplated a lot on the connection, about what barriers need to go. And they're taking down those barriers in order to make some changes that their intuition is leading them to take, that many of you are leading this person to take through your intuitive connection. And it's going to result in an exciting event taking place. Perhaps some really good SCX, but the bottom line, something more serious happening in the connection, I feel, with this connection moving up to the next level. And it will happen in perfect timing when the time is right for both of you. So I'm going to take this over to Vimeo, and we're going to pull some more message from your person cards as well as tarot, and then we're going to get a prediction for the future and the outcome of this connection. So if you'd like to follow me over there, please do so, and if not, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Thanks to everyone who's purchased personal readings from me. If you'd like one, instructions how to get one are in the description box below. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, thank you so much. That would help to support the channel, which keeps it going. Hit the like button if you did like it. And if you feel drawn to, please drop a comment in the comment section. I do enjoy reading those. And so to receive alerts when I upload a new video, you can hit the bell icon beneath the video and that will alert you. Otherwise, I will talk to you next time.